Let's talk about the real struggles of weight loss. It's hard, there will be plateaus, and here's 4 things I'm doing right now to overcome mine. Number 1, the first thing I'm doing is cleaning up my tracking. This is where you should start. Let me give you a couple examples of what I mean. So for the past 18 months, I've been tracking my bread as wholemeal bread for 2 points a slice. It weirdly never occurred to me to scan the actual bread in because my weight loss journey was fine. I was losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. But because the plateau has kicked in, I've decided to review what's going on with my eating. Upon scanning my bread, I've realized it's actually 3 points a slice. So if you do the math, I typically have at least 2 bits of bread a day, whether it's 2 pieces of toast in the morning or a sandwich at lunch. So that's an extra 2 points a day or 14 points a week that I wasn't properly tracking. Another example is that I weigh a lot of the things that I eat, but I've been freely measuring with my eyes what a teaspoon of butter was. Obviously, that's a bit dodgy, isn't it? So now I'm actually measuring out a proper teaspoon of butter. Also, if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know that I've now found Country Life butter, which is 1 point for 1 teaspoon. Not having measured the butter, I have no idea how many extra points I was eating daily. Secondly, I'm slightly unsure about this one, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm unsyncing my Garmin watch. We don't really know how accurate the reading is of those watches that tell us how many calories or how many points we've burnt. Therefore, by unsyncing the watch, I'm no longer allocating points for the exercise that I'm doing. Now, this will increase my deficit and will mean I'm no longer eating points that I've earned that might be incorrect. The reason I'm a little unsure about this one is that I'm worried that I'm actually going to be quite hungry and that my deficit might be increased too much. So I'm going to give this a go for a week or 2 and see how I feel. If my hunger gets out of hand because the deficit's too low, then I'm going to attribute points for my exercise. Thirdly, I'm going to reduce and completely stop alcohol at points. Over the coming weeks, I have social events scheduled in. They are catch up with friends, they're events. For some of those events, I'm going to have the odd glass of wine, and for others, I'm not going to drink at all. Towards the middle to end of October into November, I'm going to attempt a month of no drinking at all. When I first started my weight loss journey, I did about 3 months with no alcohol, and it was great for weight loss. I had started in January, and it was really easy after the festivities of Christmas and New Year to just kind of hunker down. It's winter, it's dark, go to bed early. But as we all know, you can't just go and lock yourself away for 3 months at a time consistently. Which brings me to my 4th and final point, which is consistency over perfection. So to be honest, I have been sitting here for the last couple of weeks, looking at my diary, trying to find the perfect time to do all of this, completely alcohol-free, tidying up my points, doing all of that in a block of time and doing it as a bit of a 30-day challenge. But the reality is that life is lifing. There is social activities, there's catching up with friends, and that's just how it's going to be. And I just reminded myself that there's no such thing as perfection on this journey, right? So instead of waiting for this little pocket of time when I could schedule in like a 4-week alcohol-free zone. So I'm not waiting for the perfect time to do this. I'm just doing it because there will be no perfect time. I'll update you from time to time, and I'll also do some what I eat in a day to let you know what I'm eating.